For over 50 years, one man terrorized California. He taunted police, mocked the press, and left behind a trail of bodies and cryptic codes that still haven't been solved. He called himself the Zodiac, and to this day, his identity remains one of America's greatest unsolved mysteries. Between 1968 and 1969, the Zodiac Killer launched a reign of terror across Northern California. What made him different wasn't just the murders. It was his obsession with attention. He wanted the world to know his name, his work, and his puzzles. On December 20th, 1968, 17-year-old David Faraday and 16-year-old Betty Lou Jensen were parked along a remote road in Vallejo, California. A car pulled up. Moments later, both teenagers were shot and killed. Just months later, in July of 1969, another young couple, Darlene Ferrin and Michael Mageau, were ambushed in a parked car. Darlene was killed. Michael survived, but described the attacker as a stocky man in glasses. This was the beginning of the Zodiac's brutal. The murders alone were horrifying, but what came next cemented the Zodiac's legend. He began sending letters to California newspapers, bragging about the killings. Each letter came with a symbol, a circle crossed with lines like a sniper's scope. Inside were cryptograms, secret codes he claimed revealed his identity. One of his first ciphers, known as the 408 cipher, was cracked by a local school teacher and his wife. The solution? A chilling confession. "I like killing people because it's so much fun." But Zodiac never revealed his real name, and many of his later codes remain unsolved to this day. On September 27, 1969, college students Brian Hartnell and Cecilia Shepard were relaxing by Lake Berryessa. A man in a bizarre hooded costume approached them, emblazoned with the Zodiac symbol. He tied them up, then stabbed them multiple times. Cecilia later died. Brian survived, becoming one of the only people to live through a Zodiac attack. The killer then walked calmly to their car and wrote the dates of his previous murders on the door, signed with his symbol. The Zodiac struck again in October 1969, killing cab driver Paul Stine in San Francisco. Witnesses described a man calmly walking away from the scene. Yet despite police sketches, roadblocks, and even close encounters, he slipped away. He continued to send letters, even threatening to shoot school children from a bus. The fear across California was unlike anything the state had ever seen. Over the years, suspects have come and gone, from Arthur Lee Allen, the prime suspect who was never charged, to countless others investigated by police and amateur sleuths. But no DNA match, no fingerprints, no smoking gun has ever confirmed the Zodiac's true identity. Even in the digital age, his ciphers continue to puzzle experts and codebreakers around the world. The Zodiac wanted one thing: immortality through fear. And in that, he succeeded. More than half a century later, the name still haunts California. And the mystery of the Zodiac Killer remains unsolved. Who do you think the Zodiac Killer was? Leave your thoughts in the comments.
Subscribe for more videos.